Hello, 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 all my machine heads, and welcome back to Meadow Grove Farm Extended Life of a Dairyman. Dun dun dun. We are continuing on with our cultivating where we left off on the last episode. And as soon as we're finished, we're going to go down and we're going to buy us a new skid steer that I downloaded today. And we are going to sell the old one. And then we are going to buy us a new tractor. So let's get into this. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing awesome. I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic as usual. I hope everyone else is enjoying their night. It's about 11:30 p.m. for me, so hope everybody's evening is doing well. But as usual, as my second stint, welcome everyone to the Realistic Farming Channel for Farming Simulator 19, where we use real tractors, we use real equipment, we have realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. We're just gonna, this won't take us that long to finish this up. And then I'm gonna buy our yard tractor with a bale spike on it. Maybe, I don't know, I might use the skid steer to load bales because the skid steer will hook up to that trailer. But I don't know. We haven't decided yet. I downloaded the Massey Ferguson from the in-game mod hub, and I did some testing off camera. Let me turn my microphone up. It felt like I was screaming, so I can turn my voice down a little bit now. I was doing some testing on Felsburn, the in-game map, off camera to make sure. Because I'll tell you one thing, I've been caught with that mod, not testing a mod, and then you get on live camera and it doesn't work, and you feel like, uh-oh. But, you know, I am really grateful for everyone that's watching the videos, that's commenting on the videos. Poor Russ, he's been commenting quite a bit. And a little shout out to him. Don't, you know, if it works out, it works out. We'll work out all the details of it. And like I told you in the comments, as far as the server goes for Fs19, if I have to change, I'm retired. I don't work anymore. So I'm home 24 hours, 7 days a week. And I mean, unless I got to run some places. But generally speaking, if you remember, I'm recording late night. Like I said to you guys, it is, it's 11:30 p.m. for me. So if I have to come on a little bit later to play, that's great. And he put out an absolutely fantastic point, and I wanted to make sure. The whole idea of a multiplayer server, and he's 1,000% right, is you don't want to go on and play by yourself. At that point in time, you might as well play on a map for yourself. So I'll throw that out there. He is 1,000,000% right on that. So, you know, if I have to, I'll change my times around. So at least when you guys are coming on, if you're from different states and stuff, I can pop on when you're ready and stuff. We'll figure something out. And if we don't, we don't. We'll figure it out. Remember, Fs22 is about 3 weeks away, so we got some time to figure out what we need to do to get everybody playing. And I'm going to have my recorded series. I'm going to have my stream series. And here's the thing. And this is directly to Russ. If you want, we can do a multiplayer server on this map. I don't know how long the servers for 19 will be up, but I'm assuming they're going to be up for a while because there's still 17 servers up. FS17 still has servers up that they play on right now, because I know a bunch of my friends that still play FS17, and that was 3 years ago, and they still have servers up. So we're probably okay. We can probably play on this map. I know you guys like this map. And I'll do my recorded and my streaming series on Fs22. It also depends on a lot of things. I've seen a lot of reviews and stuff about the game. I already got my early copy. I got it actually about a month and a half ago. It's in my Steam library already. It just won't let you play it until it's available. But I already have it. I got early access to it. So it also depends on how the gameplay is too. I may not even like it. but we'll see. We will all see together. I was going to tell you guys, I did my research about the front-mounted seaters. They do make them, and I got one downloaded. I absolutely have one downloaded, and we'll probably bring that home with the tractor that we buy. The only thing I found out that you have to do when you put your seeds on, you're supposed to roller it afterwards, so it kind of squishes down the seeds. And that's not official. That's what I was told. But I haven't officially researched that. But I do know they make them, and I downloaded one. So we can actually spread them on. We can put a front spreader on this. They're mainly used for grass and things like that. They do say they do work on crops, so we're going to try it. But then again, wouldn't it kind of squish it down? See, I'm new to this as far as the front-mounted stuff. Wouldn't it squish it down with the tractor going directly behind it? I mean, it would absolutely 1,000% make sense that you'd have to roller it. You got to set the seeds in the ground somehow. But to me, that would mean, like, it's going to be weird for me to get used to. I'm going to try it, and if it seems too weird, I'll go back to the original. Because the way Dad always explained it to us is once that seed is planted on that, you definitely don't want to drive on it. So if you're put seeds down and then you drive on it after you, like, say we mount it on the front of this and your tractor's behind it, and then you go back and you roller it, it's kind of putting extra compaction. But again, the seeds have to be set. They even make front-mounted drills. Oh, it's amazing. And then I was watching this video. It's awesome. All the skid steer implements that they make. There's one that they make it's a seeder, and it goes on the front of a skid steer. And I'm like, I searched. I'm not going to lie. I searched and searched to see if somebody dropped one for Fs19, but they didn't. And I don't have the time to mod one right now. But it was kind of cool because I was like, all right, so how straight would the lines be? You've got it mounted on a skid steer that goes up and down. How possible level could it be? And then it can't be like more than a couple, maybe 2 meters, because skid steers are tiny. But we had, growing up, we had 2 of them on our farm. They were old, dilapidated. One was a New Holland and one was a Case. And they were like super old. It was like, I think Dad got them before the war or something, I swear. The one didn't even have a glow plug on it. For all of you diesel fans out there, when you start a diesel engine in the wintertime, you have to turn it on and warm up the thing called the glow plug, and you have to warm it up. So the New Holland didn't even have one of those, so it was like, and then finally Dad was just stored it in the other side of the barn where we would, because we had, in our dairy barn, we had a special place on the other side of where the feed bunk was, where like kind of like sick cows would go. It's the best way to explain it, like cows that didn't want to get up and didn't want to stand up. There's a lot of times when they're in dairy cows, when they're in their regular stalls and it's winter time, a lot of them will lay down, and when it comes milking time, they don't want to get up. They're just like, so a lot of times you tap them on the back, and most of I'd say 85-90% of the time they'll get up on their own, but sometimes they don't. And if you've ever tried to push and lift 1,000-pound dairy cow, they are very stubborn. Truth be known, they're not very smart. So we had this little extra, kind of like a room, about the size up here on the farm here on Meadowbrook here, where we are putting our skid steer in that little side room there, where we're going to have our storing it. We had a room about that off the feed bunk, and we kept sawdust down so it's nice and soft. Any of the issues, they had problems with their hoofs or problems with their knees or problems with their... because dairy cows have a lot of problems with their knees. They don't... So we tried to make it as soft as place. But anyways, my whole story is the skid steer that didn't have the glow plug, it would not start in the wintertime when it was cold. And that little room was connected to the barn and it was heated. So Dad just stored it in there, so you had to go in, start it, move it out of the way to put the problem cows, is what we would call them, in there. But we got to use it. Because those little skid steers are pretty handy little machines, actually. You can use them for pretty much anything. And from what I heard is they're coming out with more and more higher rated weight ones. Like, I guess Bobcat is coming out with one in 2022 that's going to be rated for like 3,100 pounds is what I heard. I mean, if you think about 3,100 pounds for a skid steer, that's like well over a ton. And ours was rated basically for about 2,400 if you were lucky. We never tested it that high. If you guys get a chance, there we go. We're now, we finally got done what Fury forgot to do the other day, so that's done. I really like this, even though it's only 3 meters wide. It's really efficient, as you can see. 10 minutes to finish that field, to get it done. But anyways, if you guys get a chance, check out the YouTube channel called Pennsylvania Dairyman. I will throw a link in the description of this video, because he's probably about a 14, 15, 16-year-old kid. But he goes over all the stuff that his dad has him doing, and he's a hard worker. And it just reminds me of me, of all the stuff that we grew up doing. And like today, he was working on fixing the feed trough, the automatic feed trough for the cows that broke a paddle. So he was in there fixing it. He's looking for bolts and stuff. And I'll tell you, like I told you guys on, I think it was Upper Lake Farms, one of my videos, when you grow up and you learn how to fix things and you learn how to do things all like basically rigging them up when you're young, when you get older, you do the same thing. Look at this, like a glove. All right, so this, I'm telling you, is one of the neatest mods. If you guys get a chance, I got to put the link in the description. I keep forgetting. It is an absolutely amazing little mod. And we now have our lime spreader front-mounted or rear-mounted. And we have our fertilizer spreader front-mounted or rear-mounted, whichever one we feel. It can do both. All right, so let's get this. Where do we park our tractors? We haven't even decided. You know what? It's let's park it in here for now, because we got to go down to the shop. All right. In the shed. It's in the shed for now. We've got to pick one of these places that would be heated for our tractor, just for a sake. Anyways, let's get down to the shop here. So let's skid steers. I'll show you what I downloaded. The Massey Ferguson 711. And you can, this thing is so neat. I was monkeying around. I was driving this all over. It's only $25,000. But before we do that, let's we're going to take this down to the shop and sell it. This may take a while. Let me switch over to my steering wheel. Scoot up so I can drive. There. This thing only goes 14 miles an hour. So it may take a while to get down to the shop. But we're going to sell all of this stuff, and then we're going to buy that because it comes with its own implements. And then we'll buy our Now, the Massey Ferguson 711 will hook to the little trailer. I did a couple of little experiments. Now, these fields that are right around the farm, bada bing, bada boom. Let me set the cruise so I can just let go of that. There, so we can get a little more view. The fields that are immediately around the farm, I think what I'll do is, for efficiency purposes, I'll just take the little skid steer, take our little baby trailer, take it right to the field and load up the bales with the little skid steer. But when we get farther out, away from the farm, it would be so inefficient to use the skid steer. Because it would take you, can you get to farms that are far away? Yeah, but it's not very efficient, fuel efficient or anything like that. But these little farms that are immediately around us that we own, we can buzz around and hook right up to that little trailer, go over, pick up, 6-7 bales at a time. We're going to use 6,000 liter bales because that would be, I think, equivalent to about 5.8 bales. That's what size we use. We use between 5.2 and 5.6. This is going to take already 2 minutes to get to here. So anything farther than the end of this road down here, we doesn't show the turn signals. And this new skid steer, anyways, let me go backwards here. I wanted to point out to you guys, look at the distance. Nathan did a great job. I mean, you can see well over into the mountains and the distant farms. It's all fantastic. I know why we might be going a little slower than normal. I might have got a whole mile an hour faster. But yeah, anything past that road where we just came out, like this road here, we won't drive the skid steer to. It's just too inefficient. We'll then pick up, we're going to go with the Fiat Green 180, 190, I think. Yeah, let's do that tractor. It kind of fits our model. And that will be our bale trailer and our fertilizer loader. No, we're going to use the skid steer as much as we can. But we're going to have the second tractor, 180 horsepower, to buzz around the yard with, and we'll just have a second tractor because it's getting to that point now where now come out the front. See, these are really not that big, but see, still even the scale, like, it seems like this is super tiny. They're kind of big. They're like, I don't know. The scales are messed up on this game. Like, when you're in cab, it doesn't feel so bad. Okay, so we're going to sell that. And then we're going to sell this. And that gives us $32,000 back. And we're going to then pick up this, which is only $25,000. But check this out. You can have this with, I don't want any of this stuff on it. No. Yeah, let's go like that. It's the Midas wheels seem so much better. Nokian. You wouldn't have that. Tracks. See, this is what you would have in a barn. You'd have flat or fat wheels like that so they wouldn't squish in. Because anybody who's ever been on a dairy farm, it gets pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Yucky. So you can have the sunshade on it, which we're not. You can have that on it. Well, we're going to go like that so you can have all kinds of view around it. Can you change the color? Ooh. We do. No, we're not. We're staying away from that. What's the green look like? No. But you know what? Let's go red. How cool. And it fits the Massey red. All right. So let's take a look at this out here. Look at that. It's a tiny little machine. But look at watch this. Now you would climb in from the front. Dink. Look at this. We got full view all the way around us. To be able to see nothing above us, nothing. So when you're loading bales, look, I can see all... There's balloon. See nothing in the way. That's why I got this. Oh, and the little levers work. Oh, look, that tilts it. Oh, man, whoever made this mod, great job. I bet you $100. The left one works, too. Oh, yeah. When you're turning. Oh, man. Oh, look, the gauges work, too. Oh, that's fantastic. I like that little thing, and it's going to work perfect for buzzing around the farm. All right, so the first thing we're going to get is a bucket for it. So skid steer, but look, it comes with its own implements all the way down past. Look at this. You can get a bale spear, a pallet fork, the universal shovel, and a big shovel. The big shovel you don't have, I've monkeyed around with this, you don't have as much view as you do with this. So we're going to get this, and we're going to put this in the Massey. Now this only holds 1,200. It's little. Going through the front. I mean, just look at that. So, like, when you're loading up... Look at... I'll go forward here. When you're loading up a pallet, look, you can actually see the ground. It's going to be so nice. This is one of the best mods as far as view. Let's tilt this down. Get them underneath. Hook up. Now, you see how this one actually doesn't... It actually... You would actually bolt this one on. I don't see any clips. I don't see any cotter pins. See? Yep, you come through the bolt. Okay. Yeah, see? You go right through the edge with a bolt. All right. Look at this. Just the view, you can see everything. Unfortunately, with the... Get this here. Unfortunately, if it's raining or whatever, we're going to get wet. So we'll try not to clean. Well, actually, you know what? This is small enough to store right in the barn. So we could use this right in the barn itself to just clean the muck out, as well as the manure when we start using straw, as well as the thing, and we'll never have to leave the barn with it. That's going to be kind of neat. But anyways, what I was saying, I almost forgot. I will leave a link in the description about to a link to another YouTube channel called the Pennsylvania Dairyman. Okay, the kid, like I said. And it's very, 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 they're very close to where we used to live. And I know him. I know him personally. So I know the farm personally. But very, 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 almost to a T, how we ran ours. And he's just a little kid. Make sure you subscribe, because even though he's got like 7,000 subscribers, but he's little. He's a little YouTuber. He's a kid. And he explains how everything's doing. And sometimes he gets a little nervous on camera. But what an amazing little kid. Yep, I think we'll park this right inside the barn. I absolutely love this. But yeah, the Pennsylvania Dairyman, and he's a really good kid. Good kid. He does all, I mean, you think about 14, 15, 16 years old and how hard the kid works. As anybody who's a farmer who watches this channel understands, farming is not easy work. It's hard work. You're constantly doing something. You're constantly fixing something, and you're constantly doing something. It never ends. And we were growing up, and you had schoolwork to do many a day, writing essays at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night when you had to be up at 4 to milk the cows. You know, or you're doing your math homework at 10 o'clock at night where you're chowing down on a sandwich because you're just busy. All right. How cool is this? And this is so super small. I don't know how small these are in real life. Oh my gosh, you know, we could hook up a bale to this and we could find a small feed. Oh, this is going to be nice. All right, so where can we park this that the cows or Rooney aren't going to get on it? Meep, 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 meep. Hey, meep, meep. If I can squeak over here without hitting the girl, I went through her. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Watch this. Oh. Ah. That's cool. Now, we never have to leave the barn, so it won't matter if it's raining out or not. We just come in here, get our little skid steer. If we've got manure to clean up, we'll clean it up out of here. And we'll park our trailer right inside the door here, so we can go right over this little edge here thing. Yep, we can bring it out. We can open up this gate next time. I think this opens. Well, that one does. Okay. Either way, we can come open this gate. We know that opens. Is that door to open down there? This one. That does. We don't want to open that. Which gate just opened? Huh. Don't want to let them out. All right. So I was hoping that opened, we could back our trailer right in there and we never have to leave the inside to clean it out. All right. Perfect. All right. So a couple more minutes. Let's head down and buy our next tractor. Let us buy... Oh, it's under medium tractors. And let's go the Fiat Gree, 180, 190. We're going to go front configuration. Force, nope. We definitely don't want that. I don't want that. Big XL tires. Total variable wide tires. Front loader attacher, yes. Beacon lights, yes. Let's keep with that. And off we go. Now, where did I put that front loader? Oh, in with the bales. All right, so let's... Ooh, take a look at this tractor. Now, I've used this on other farms and stuff before, but this will be strictly for bales. So when we get... we'll probably just use this. Hook up, and then I'll come down and buy a bale spike with it. This one has the door open. Turn signals work. Perfect. All right. Shows the hours on it too, see? This is going to be strictly our bale, and we may use this one here for grass work. We can... Ooh, this one's loud and fast. Compared to the skid steer, this thing is super fast. This may be our grass work and our bales. Yep, we'll just keep the skid steer on the farm for cleaning out the manure and we'll do bales with it. We'll mow with this, everything. But that'll be to clean out the pen and possibly this one will be for everything on the farm as far as feeding, and then we'll use this for grass work. So we officially have our second tractor, but I got to be careful because when I rank on this thing's loud. This tractor is really nice. It's one of my favorites. Now we can go ahead and no, we won't. We won't hook this up to the front loader yet because we might be mowing with it next. But I definitely want to get down. You know what? I should have bought the mowers and brought them back. Well, we got something to do next week. We want to park this. Just start keeping our shop door closed. The tight fit, but let's get her turned around a little bit here. But this little shed will keep heated. A little lever there. It's a nice tractor for real. All right, so we're gonna. I just like backing them in. So much better. There we go. Shut ourselves in here. It's nice and quiet. Holy cow, did you hear that? It shuts off the whole outside. We got real quiet. That is absolutely awesome. All right, everyone. So these are our two tractors now. The Fiat Gree 180, 190 Turbo, 180 horsepower. And the Ford 8340. This is 160 horsepower. This tractor will be mostly for field work. Like cultivating, seeding, fertilizing. This one here will be for feeding the cows and bale work and grass work. So this one here, when we mow, we'll be using this tractor. When we mow and then windrow or anything else, this tractor. So now we have two tractors, and that's all we're going to have on the farm, and that's it. Next episode, I will send down the little 180, 190, and we will go and buy us some mowers and bring them back, get them back set up. So we're getting close to having all the equipment that we need. We'll buy us a mower, we'll buy us a windrower. The next episode will be shop running. So we're caught up on our fields. Let's make sure we check here. Ding, ding. Soil competition, yep. Dark. Cultivated. And what we're going to do is... you know what? Next episode, everyone, instead of be doing all that stuff, we're going to plant. We're going to go down and we're going to buy our seeder, and we're going to plant some wheat in fields 14 and 20 will be wheat, and then I can plant grass here. Okay, and that'll be it. And if we have to, now I know that 17 was going to be an experiment, but if all else fails, we can, to keep ourselves busy, we can plow this in. We can also fertilize 15 because it's now got another growth stage, so we can fertilize that. And that's where we're going to go. So the next episode, I've got to go down by a seeder, put wheat in 14, wheat in 20, and then grass in 18. And then we can start doing some contracts and moving out a little bit. That'd be exciting. All right, so let's get on our new tractor today. Ooh, that's still hot. Get up here. Ooh, look at this shed. Nice, nice, nice. All right, everyone. So make sure you're looking out for yourselves. Look out for each other. Look out for your families. And most importantly, enjoy this video, whether it's the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And please, please, please like and subscribe and share, and hit the little ding notification bell so you get notifications when I drop a new video. And on that note, everyone, have a great evening.